Hello, Math Champions. In this video, we're going to learn about similar shapes and their volumes. And we know that volumes are related to shapes like 3D shapes. They are not 2D shapes, right? And before we learn about this topic, I would encourage you to learn about volume of the 3D shapes like cube, cuboid, cylinder, and these kind of things. You should have a prior understanding about the cuboid cylinder. If you do not know, go back to the videos in my own channel also, where you can learn how we come about with the formulas for all of this. Okay, a quick recap. Volume of a cube is given by volume. One second. Uh, Okay, volume of a cube is given by S cube, where S is the length of the side. Volume of a cuboid is given by length times breadth times height, where a cuboid has a length, breadth as well as height. And if we go for a cylinder, volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h. R is the radius of the circle below and h is the height of the cylinder. So all these basic ideas you should know. Though I'm talking about only 3D shapes here, this particular concept about the similar shapes and their volumes is same for all the different shapes, all the 3D different shapes, right? Okay, now what is that concept? For that, let us have a quick recap about what is similar. Similar means they look same. That means the shape is same. That means a cube can be similar to a cube. A cube cannot be same to cuboid. Okay. So basically the structure should be same. That is one thing. Then the angles in the similar shapes, they have to be same. And the sides are proportional. Proportional means they have increased exactly, same way. Okay. Proportional means if it has increased 2 times, the other length also has increased by 2 times. Now we will take such a example. Let's take a cuboid. Okay, let's take a cuboid. Let me draw a small cuboid and a big cuboid, right? Okay, this is my one of the cuboids. And because it's a 3D shape, I'm writing the lateral view of it, right? Lateral view, sideway view, I am writing. Okay, now if you see, let's do what is the length of this? The length is 3 from here to here, right? The breadth is 1, means from here to here. And what is the height? Height is from here to here, that is 2. Okay. Now, if I'm going to find a similar shape, that means angles, of course, it should be same. It should be a cuboid and it should be proportional, right? So, how much proportional we are going to see. Okay. As of now, for the sake of ease of seeing, I'm going to say, let's say 2 times bigger. 2 times bigger. When I say 2 times bigger, the cuboid, 3 multiplied by 2 becomes a 6, right? That means a cuboid with a length of 6. See, the length is 6 here. And the height is 2 here. So that means 2 times 2 is a 4. The height should be 4, right? Now, this is my first rectangle. And this next one, breadth is 1 here times 2. That means breadth must be 2 here, isn't it? The breadth must be 2 here. Okay. Breadth must be 2 here and I go like this, right? Yes. It is not exactly same as what it would be, but I'm just giving you my drawing might not be exact, but I'm saying the length, breadth, and all of the things are 2 times, right? This is 6, the breadth is 2, and the height is 4. Now, these two are similar cuboids, right? These two are similar cuboids. Now, let's try to find the volume of this. Volume of a cuboid is given by length times breadth times height. So, what is it? 3 times 1 times 2, that is nothing but 6. Let's find the volume of the bigger cuboid here. The 6 times 2 times 4, that is 6 times 2 is a 12. 12 times 4 is a 48. Now, let's compare these two volumes, right? These two volumes, let's compare, right? If we divide, let's say this is a bigger one, right? V2, this volume 2, volume 1. If I divide volume 2 divided by volume 1, what will I get? 48 divided by 6, right? 48, volume 2 is 48, volume 1 is 6. When I divide this, what will I get? 6 8s are 48, right? 8 I get, right? 8 I'm getting. Now, this 8, how is it connected to this times 2? What is this times 2? It is the proportionality constant. Means what is the times every length is how much it is increased or decreased, right? Proportionality constant. And this proportionality constant is represented by a letter called K. So the K is 2. Now, what is the relationship between this K is 2 and this division? If you see, this 2 cube is 8. That means here when we divide one volume of a solid shape with a similar shape, means their lengths are all proportional, then we get the division will be equal to K cube. That is the proportionality constant, the cube of the proportionality constant. Now, this is the relationship that we find between two similar shapes and their volumes. That means what? When we take the volume of two similar shapes and divide them, they will be equal to the cube of the proportionality constant. One thing we always must remember is K is given by the second shape's length. For example, second shape's length by first shape's length. Only then V2 by V1 is going to be there. That means what? 6. This is L2. This is L1. L2 divided by L1 is 2. That means the K is 2. And then that is how the V2 by V1 becomes K cube. That is 2 cube 8. Right? So this is very important to note. If you are doing K, like if you are doing K instead of L2 by L1, you are doing, let's say K, you are doing L1 by L2. L1 by L2 means 3 divided by 6. That means 1 by 2. That time, if you say, okay, 1 by 2 and 8, the cube is not correct, no? Cube is not correct. So, it's very important to note that this condition, you have to make sure. This condition, you have to make sure. That means, if K is L2 divided by L1, then V2 divided by V1, that is volume 2 divided by volume 1 will be K cube. Not the other way around. So this corresponding sides writing properly is very, very important. I hope you understood the concept of similar shapes and their volumes, how it is connected, as well as what are the things that we should make sure keep in mind, and as well as I always say, go ahead and practice some problems so that you can master this concept. Try to solve those problems on your own. Do not take somebody's solution and try to learn it. No. Try to use the concept and try to solve on your own. In that way, you can become a math champion for sure. Okay, I'll see you in the next video with more concepts of mathematics and interesting relationship between those things. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, see you. Bye-bye, math champions.